All right, I think we're live. Hey people, it is Monday, November 13th, 9:06 p.m., a little late for one of these streams. And about 8 degrees Celsius outside. Jellybean is here, Harjot is here. Huzja, Wesley, Ternasha, Ant-Man, Naughty Brown, Mark Lang, Alex, Fakey Fake. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to a much later than usual live stream, at least for a Monday night. I'm here at Union Station. I just took the train into town and then I came up here to hop into the little boys' room. John Burke says past my bedtime. All stops to Aldershot. There I am, not the least bit inebriated, no siree. We are 100% sober and ready to go. And just a friendly reminder to like, subscribe, and all that fun jazz that goes along with it. The channel just hit 98,000 subscribers. We are very close to 100K, so that'll go a long way. Mark Lang says past my lunchtime. So we're gonna make our way outside. I'm in Union Station. These people are waiting for GO trains to whisk them off to suburbia. Mark Lang says past my lunchtime. I had plans to do a very different live stream today, but I just kind of felt like coming down here and doing this. When the edibles kick in, how was your pizza? My pizza was good. I've still got a lot of pizza left. Hello, Brad Palmer. Jellybean forgot to tap off. When you forget to tap off, it'll charge you the maximum fare. That is not the cheapest way to go about things. Hopefully the connection holds up through here. I don't think I've ever live streamed in Union Station here before. Marge is here. Ali from Iraq, Mark D. This was one of those days where it was a lot colder outside than what I thought it would be. It was kind of a nice day. It was like 13 degrees, and then by the time I got my ass out of the house, which of course coincided with Monday Night Football, I couldn't dare let myself enjoy the Monday Night Football game. It was quite cold. There's a bougie coffee shop. Billy T is here, Patricia is here. You might find I'm delaying going outside as long as possible. I think I've got my camera on tilt lock. You forgot to tap off a few times and paid for it dearly. Yeah, do not forget to tap off. Yogi is here. Yeah, that's the thing. With the TTC, you just tap on, right? There is no tap off. Wesley says, can't wait for you to get to 100K. I'll throw a big party. We'll see about that. I'm thinking of doing something for 100K though. I might make a community post regarding it tomorrow. Keep your eyes and ears open for that. But let's head up to the Great Hall. And then it'll be the part of the stream I'm not looking forward to. That's the outdoor part. I wanted to live stream the last few days, but I never got around to it. So we'll consider this my punishment, I guess. There's the Great Hall. I am doing this stream with the Pocket 3. Jeanette is here, Gertej is here. Maroof is here. Greetings, Maroof. Billy T says, cold in TO. It is cold. Chris G, Sparta. We're already at 209 viewers. Thank you. Twins in Action says it's been a while since they joined the stream. There is the gateway to the Via trains over there. We're gonna head outside. Hello, Streets of Ontario. I have not seen that, Patricia. We're going to at least make it up to Yonge and Bloor. Just really, that guy rode his e-bike into Union Station? Okay, it's not that cold. I wrote cold in the title. Maybe I should take that off. We're in front of Union now, outside. Do I speak French? No, no. There's that money shot. Kaplan says hello. Let's find out. Is my fantasy football team winning yet? No. Josh Allen, do something. It's quarter 2. Please tell me Josh Allen isn't hurt. I just need him to get 6 points. It's not asking a lot. Chris Mill says it smiled. Yeah, I need to take cold off. I was, for some reason, a lot colder than this not too long ago. Let's head north here. Maybe we'll go up Bay Street because why not? Why the heck not? Johnny, can you speak Korean? Asks Gertez. Chogum. Charmo tumnida, or charmo teo, means not very well, would be my response. All right, we're at Bay Street. Let's go north here. There's another idiot on an e-bike where he shouldn't be. Scope out the view again. So I'm streaming this one with the Osmo Pocket 3. DA says congrats on 98,000 subscribers. Thank you. And we'll be at 100 probably next month. We'll throw a big party. And by big party, I mean not really. Like I said, folks, I'm not inebriated at all. Where are we walking to tonight? We are heading north. We started south, we're heading north. I just felt like it's about time for a stream. The last time I streamed was Thursday night, I think. So we're heading up the heart of the financial district right now. I was hoping I'd go to the Royal Winter Fair. I haven't really looked into that yet, Wendy. Lisa found it quite windy earlier. Yeah. Alex says, I hope you reach 1 million subscribers. What's the secret of having 98K? Having one more K than 97K, I would say. Do you think the paycheck you receive from YouTube is enough to live in Toronto? Well, I hope so, because that's exactly what I'm doing. I think I've been full-time for like 3 years. But all kidding aside, it's not a inexpensive city, and a lot of people do have trouble, unfortunately. Is this Front Street? This is Bay Street we're going north. There's the Walrus. Apparently a place called the Embassy over on Yonge has closed down. Patricia says, what prompted you to do a YouTube channel? I don't know. I don't know if I have the mental wherewithal for some of these questions. I'm not saying I'm drunk, but I'm not saying I am. Lillian says the streets are empty tonight. They are. Generally, when it's colder, you do see the streets start to empty out. And then as you get towards Christmas, they fill right back up. But this area in particular, because the path is underneath this area, a lot of people opt to walk indoors, which is open. It doesn't close. The food courts close. But you can navigate this entire area underground. I just don't think I would have the connection to do it. Lisa says I had the wherewithal to use the word wherewithal. Yeah, but would you believe I don't know what it means? Johnny will be a YouTube vlogger video for life, says Simons. Probably not. I mean, for life kind of implies to the last gasp, right? Hey, here we go. Marvin Hymanson, $4.99. Enjoyed last night's pizza video. Maybe one day you will do a video in Raleigh, North Carolina. Marvin, thank you for the $4.99. Thank you so much, Marvin. It is much appreciated. What he's alluding to is last night on the Johnny Stumbles channel, I ordered a pizza. And I ended the stream when the pizza came, and I had you guys vote on the toppings, and it was phenomenal, actually. I need to start getting sausage more often on pizzas. Hey, I think I see some Christmas lights popping up in the financial district. Let's be that asshole running across the street while the timer is almost down. It's smart of me to stream this late when most people are trying to wind down, except I'm not winding down. It's all good. Some holiday cheer in front of Commerce Court West. Patricia says, what kind of pizza? We had a pan pizza with sausage, 3 vegetable toppings. There were crushed roasted red peppers. As Larry David would say, it was pretty good. What camera am I streaming with? I'm using the camera that requires me to two-hand this. Using the Osmo Pocket 3. Or am I choosing to live in Toronto versus other cities? Toronto is home. I lived in Seoul for 5 years. But honestly, of all the places I've been to or lived, believe it or not, I like this one best. Why did the streetcars share the rails with regular traffic? That is one of the downfalls. Not always, though. Queens Quay, they have a dedicated right-of-way. St. Clair has a dedicated right-of-way. Spadina has a dedicated right-of-way. Gertej Bauer, $6.99. Hey, Johnny, I might listen to the Terminator and Terminator 2 soundtrack. Gertej. It sounds like you are making a solid choice. Thank you for the super chat, Gertej. Linda Hamilton is a super underrated actress. Fun fact, I saw Terminator 2 in theaters as a kid, actually. I saw it in Oakville. Okay, let's go see if they've got the Bay Adelaide Christmas lights up. Dominic says I might like the UK as well, maybe. I'll have to talk to Action Kid about it. We're at Adelaide Street, but no traffic is really coming through here, so let's go see if they've erected any Christmassy stuff here. Is that a fun fact? Is it? I think it is. Hank Hill is here, and 356 viewers. Thank you, guys. So there's a rainbow there, a rainbow reindeer. Let's go take a closer look. This is the Rabbit Hole. This used to be another pub. SFX and Terminator 2 are outstanding, yes. Hopefully we're not picking up that copyright music, but Jeanette says, gorgeous city lights indeed. Kristen says that was more fun than Mindbuster at Wonderland. You mean the Spinebuster? Hopefully that ride gets retracked. A GCI or RMC conversion would be excellent. I have a feeling the Wild Beast will be the one that gets it though. So you can see they're putting in this bike lane on the north side, but they have clearly done fucked up, because what do you not see about this bike lane? Where is the curb separation? If you just paint a line on the ground, is that really a bike lane? Are you really protecting people from anything? I don't think you are. That's a bit of a fail, but it is what it is. Johnny, I want for Christmas is my front teeth, says Alex. You mean all you want for Christmas are your two front teeth? So there should be like a pretty cool Christmas tree popping up right here pretty soon, but they're slacking. This is the Bay Adelaide Centre, the building where the TV show Suits was allegedly set. They also did a lot of film shoots here. But traditionally there's a big Christmas tree right in front of where the camera is. I'm gonna look up at Scotia Plaza, one of my favorite scrapers in the city. Sneak a peek of Bay Street and Front Street. We started down there at Bay and Front. And we are at 411 viewers. Thank you. Seabass says a lot of The Boys is filmed in Toronto too. Indeed. Let's see, how many subscribers are we at right now? We're at 98,093. So we are adding about 100 a day. Yes, I am an idiot and did not bring gloves with me tonight. This building in front of me here just recently opened up. That's the third building, part of the Bay Adelaide Centre. The Force protects cyclists. Well, certainly not a painted line protects them. It's a very Toronto way of thinking. We'll paint a line on the ground A. That'll protect them. But all jokes aside, this is going to be a very nice area in a few weeks. So the Christmas decorations are up. That's the Hudson's Bay and Saks Fifth Avenue building straight ahead. They've already started putting some of the window displays in. We can go take a peek at that. And here is a much better executed bike lane. This is really one of my favorites in the city on Richmond. So hopefully on Adelaide gets this treatment. These curb barriers and plastic bollards. But let's go check out the Saks Fifth Avenue window displays, which I think went in already. So we're going to go north at Yonge Street here. Do a little creeping in this place for some reason. Do you think you should pay income taxes, Dominic? Yes, I do. I think not only should I pay it, I do pay it. I'm now on an installment plan. So I don't really have a way to wiggle out of it anymore. How very corporate, Saks Fifth Avenue. Lisa, that is Lena, to answer your question. The food there sucks. I have not been. Your donation says big ups. I haven't talked to Jeff in a while. So once again, the Saks Fifth Avenue windows are not really Christmassy. Literally just their normal displays with a few white trees put in. I don't know if they have the bay windows in. We can go find that out, actually. I don't think so. It seems a little early for that. Yeah, there's no crowd or anything going on over here. There's no way. It feels like no effort was put into the displays, yeah. But this is par for the course for Saks Fifth Avenue. The high effort displays are just over this way in front of the bay. And with this construction, I don't even think they're going to do it this year, because these are the windows that get the treatment. Oh no. It is this stretch of windows here where all those fun Christmas window displays are. part of the sidewalk is blocked off. Billy T likes the dioramas in the old windows. Lisa says Toronto doesn't do Christmas well. It's a New York City specialty. I think London does a pretty good job. But yeah, Toronto could definitely use a little more spirit, although the Eaton Centre really comes to life. Is the big tree up in the Eaton Centre? I don't think I can just walk in here like this. Yeah, there's like, no, I'm probably not allowed in here right now. Maybe. What do I have to lose? Yeah. I just walked like right into a security dude. We'll walk around the Eaton Centre. I'll go through there and we'll make a proper video at some point. Let's see what kind of detour we're in for here. This is a Ontario line staging site for the new subway line just on the right, but here's a neat look at Old City Hall. Johnny, I'm a psychic on April 16th, 2026. Don't leave your home. You'll thank you. I promise you I will not remember that advice. So if I don't leave my home, it is purely coincidental. Seems as if I have been forced to go in this direction. Alex says downtown is always a disaster. Well, the Ontario line is kind of something we should all be willing to tolerate, providing it gets built relatively on schedule. Jenny Kritzkamp, long time no see, Jenny K. The Scarborough RT shutting down is a pain in the ass. It is. You do this. 99 cents. Thank you. You do this for the 99 cents. So we're going to go see some Christmas lights up ahead at Trinity Square. Would you live in Vancouver or Montreal if Toronto wasn't a choice? As nasty as those Montreal winters are, I think I will take Canada's most urban and walkable and bike-friendly city. Over Vancouver. I know how very unlike a Torontonian to compliment Montreal, but it is what it is, and that's a pretty awesome city. But we have found some Christmas lights. Wayne Stewart, $10. Are you streaming the parade this year? Well, after last year's successful stream, I think I'm going to have to this year. But Wayne Stewart, thank you so much for the $10. Thank you, Wayne. And what I think I'll do is the same thing as last year. I'll stream it near the front of the parade. Maybe Ken will join me like last year. And then when Santa goes by, I'll hop on the subway and try to catch up with the front end of the stream and stream it, or the parade, and stream it all over again, or record it. Hello, Best Times Were Born. Sheena says, this is pretty. Will you go back to Asia this year, asks Bobby. It seems unlikely this year. Maybe early next year, but this year seems unlikely. Any big plans for Christmas this year? Not that I know of. I should be seeing some family in Niagara. Jeanette says, these lights make me happy. And this door not opening. Does not make me so happy, but look at this. We got the giant deer. Are you doing a meet and greet to celebrate 100K? Probably not, Eva, but we'll do something. We'll definitely do something. Sheena loves this one. Oh, we can kind of see the big tree. It is not lit up, but it is there. It has returned. Bambi or Blitzer? I don't know what kind of question that is. Look at that. It is not yet lit up. I'm not sure when the lighting ceremony is. Maybe they light it up during mall hours, which obviously isn't now. Pretty impressive stuff. Don't get locked in. Oh, there's so many employees still here, like wrapping up from their day of work. I don't really think that's a worry. I think they're more concerned with people that are in here for the sole purpose of keeping warm. And they do a good job of like sweeping the place to make sure they don't lock any of those people in, actually. Favorite mall in Toronto? You can't wait for the Well to open up this Saturday. Yeah, the Well will officially be opening up, although it's already pretty much open. There's like some people down there ready to setting up for a concert tomorrow, it seems. Either way, we're gonna head out to street level. Is this Yorkdale? No. This is the Eaton Centre. Yeah, this definitely looks like a fake tree. I'm no tree expert, but that does not look like that came from a forest. Oh well. You hope the well has some clean spring water. Am I supposed to laugh at that? Brenda cannot wait to visit in July. Well, we're gonna head outside. I don't normally stream through the mall. Security is not such a fan of people walking around with cameras, but oh well. Chris is 99.9% sure it's fake. That's about my degree of sureness that it's fake. So let's head out to Yonge. Maybe we'll stay indoors a little bit. The mall is dead. What happened? Well, everything closed 44 minutes ago. That's what happened. That's what happened. Lisa says the Eaton Centre has the same tree every year. Yeah, just like when your parents had that fake Christmas tree in a box that would go under the staircase that led down to the basement. The Bare Naked Ladies will be here Wednesday for the tree lighting ceremony. Fun fact, the Bare Naked Ladies played my high school gym back in the 90s. Alex says it's not a crime to film. No, but on private property, you are at the mercy of the property owner or the leaseholder. But you're right, it is absolutely not a crime to film, period. That is not a crime. But it's also not a crime to film outside in public anywhere. Lisa says they're actually really good live. All right, let's just continue here. So this will lead us out to Yonge and Dundas. And hey, we're at 545 viewers. Thank you guys. Can't say I've ever shopped at that establishment. You're in hockey, won't engage in Black Friday. You don't like to see people behave that way. What about online?
Put the spreadsheet in ChatGPT.
Barbara says, not a crime doesn't mean always right. Love the videos, but you'd hate if someone filmed you without express permission. If you're in public, you're on hundreds of cameras just walking down the street. So I do not share that sentiment. It's one thing to point the camera at someone and record them. I fully agree with that. That is not correct. But if you're in public and you happen to appear in front of a camera and you have a problem with it, I would say the problem is not with the camera, but with you. And fortunately, the law and society in general agrees with that position. Otherwise, nobody anywhere would be able to record in public. And if you think about it, what kind of dystopian society would it be if you couldn't record when you went outside? Imagine, just think about like police accountability. If they could say, put your camera down, don't record us doing what we're doing. Would you want to live in that society? I don't think I would. But yeah, to like point it at somebody and follow them around if they're not asking for attention, I agree with you. I do not do that. But if you're just casually in the background, sorry, but not sorry. And we are at Dundas Square. Lisa says I'm here for this kind of rant. Peter says, I think it's illegal to film, but not legal to post it anywhere online. The laws are pretty clear. Social media, which YouTube is, you may capture video or pictures and post to social media. That is perfectly legal. Where you run into the gray area is if you require a commercial filming permit from the city. And generally, you will see a lot of people doing film shoots all over the city, even professional film shoots without permits. And that's generally tolerated. But if you're like a TV or movie film crew or anything like that, you do need permits. That's an entirely different enterprise than someone posting to YouTube or Instagram. All right, we are at Yonge and Dundas. Maybe we'll just go north here. Luke Evans says hi. Hello, Luke. I'm going to cross over to the other side. Well, that's kind of cool inside that Final store. Not being a crime doesn't make it right. Yeah, but if two people disagree on something and the law is on someone's side, then right you are not, in my opinion. But if somebody saw me and like said, hey, whatever you're doing with that video, I'd rather not be posted online, and if they were polite about it, I would and have complied with that request before. But if they're a dick about it, then no. Sorry. If you have an issue with the camera, I think the stupidest thing you can do is go confront the person with the camera, because guess what you're asking for? Anyways, enough about that. We're heading north up Yonge Street. There is the TMU Student University Center. Sorry for another Yonge Street stroll. This was just kind of where things led me to be. Do you read Post Secret and Sundays? I don't even know what that is, Eva. H. Hill says, wow, almost 600 viewing. RJ McKenzie says, I must be freezing. No, I should not have posted cold. I don't know, Barbara. I'm puzzled as to why you're watching if you are so offended by people. Nobody else seems to care or mind. Oh, what a weird argument. There's the iconic Zanzibar. I mean, if someone is walking down the street FaceTiming someone in their family, do you have an issue with that if you're in the background? Again, a public without cameras allowed is utterly dystopian. Anyways, I'll shut up. Maybe I shouldn't have had a few to drink tonight. Oh no, hit some copyright music. Let's just keep moving and I'll keep talking over it, so hopefully I don't have my usual ability to mute it. Running from copyright music. How old is the Zanzibar building? I don't know, but apparently the old Stewart building on College, one I've talked about a lot on this channel, is one of my favorite. When the edibles kick in, says I'm so short-tempered sometimes. I think it's important to stick to your convictions. Claudia says, run, Johnny, run. Claudia, I still need to get to your channel member request. Is Brass Rail still there? Yes, it is. Marge says the Raps won. Last I checked in on them, they were losing pretty good. Luke says do a live stream on the subway. I don't think that'll work so well. I can barely get my phone to work on the subway these days, ever since it got opened up to all the carriers. There's just so many people in there gobbling up whatever signal is available. Zanzibar opened in '59. Yeah, you can say what you want about that establishment, but I want to keep that facade and that sign intact. That is iconic Toronto, in my opinion. Let market forces take care of the business. I don't care, but it'll be a sad, sad day when that disappears from Yonge Street. Robert says the Wi-Fi is no good in the subway. Yeah. Which are the best stores in Toronto during Black Friday? The ones where you don't get trampled, I would say. I don't really think we have that mentality that they do in the States. You see all those like videos of Best Buy opening up and there's like a stampede. Canadians are generally a little more well-ordered than that. And between like Black Friday and Boxing Day, I think we're so numb to those big days that none of them are really that special. There's a brick. H. Hustle says, this is interesting, couldn't sleep, but didn't realize everyone else is also up. As I do a makeup stream for not streaming. I went out Friday night and I wanted to stream, but I was like, ah. So I did the video that's on the channel this morning. And then yesterday I came downtown, I wanted to stream, but I did a video that'll be up on the channel tomorrow. I did one other one as well. I knew a stream was overdue, so here we are. Joel says Canada Black Friday sucks. Yeah, it's not the same as the States, but we also have Boxing Day. Peter Jackson says 600 views thanks to y'all sexy mofos. Jeanette stays away from Black Friday shopping at brick and mortar stores. You find really good deals online. Yeah, I think that's like the sensible thing to do these days. And we are at, oh, we crossed over 98,106 subscribers. Thank you. Sorry guys, I'm not looking at my chat right now. Just trying to cross the street. One sec. Lisa says new stores tend to make Boxing Day sales for the whole week. Yeah, you end up with like Boxing Week and then it's like Black Friday all week. And the deals aren't even that good. Like on any random week during the year, Best Buy will have sales that are as good as their Boxing Day sales, and Amazon will always mirror those deals. Johnny, do you have YouTube Premium? Yes, I do. Not a huge fan of the ads, you could say. Domino's. I had me some Domino's last night I ordered on the Stumble Stream. So we are at Yonge and Grosvenor Street. The least disappointing Toronto sports team, in my opinion, it's got to be the Argos. Yes, they did a classic Toronto sports team move on the weekend and lost to the Alouettes in rather pathetic fashion, but they're still easily the most successful Toronto major sports team, or semi-major. Outside of them, though, I would say it's a tie for the Jays, who have won twice in my lifetime, and the Raptors, who won once, but also have existed much less, or for a shorter period of time. The FC have won, but that's not quite the same gravity. It's not even close to like a major league or an NBA win. And of course, a distant last place would be the Leafs. They haven't done shit, and they probably never will. Yeah, I think for major sports, excluding the CFL, because I can understand you could argue that one way or the other, it would be the Jays back-to-back, number one in my opinion, and the Raptors second, and then no one else even close. Sorry, FC fans. Is that a Real October's very own jacket or fake? I don't know. Do you want me to ask the guy? I mean, he's literally right there. Is that even a thing? Would you get a fake one of those? And we are at Wellesley Street. No, don't ask. G-Town Monarch, $4.99. Happy belated birthday, Johnny. Hope Canada is treating you well. Have you visited the actual Kim's convenience store? G-Town Monarch, $4.99. Thank you. I have recorded and walked by the store where that was at least used for the exterior shots of that set, but I have not been inside. I heard that the building and the store were on sale, actually, or for sale, but thank you so much for the support, the $4.99. As we continue our march north up Yonge Street. Luke says, ask the guy. You heard in the news that COVID is worse this year? I know of one person that has it right now, probably two. Oh, a cannabis store moved into that spot. That was vacant forever. How many slices of pizza did I eat, says Matthew? Last night I had 3. And for lunch I had 3. I don't know, guys. I'm not gonna start sniffing around people's coats to see if they're authentic or not. That's Gloucester Street.
No. Let's go. No.
Let me see how my battery is doing. All right, we've still got a ton of battery life left. I could probably make it all the way up to Midtown if I wanted to. We are near the north end of downtown. That is one Bloor East up there. If I got into your car and you turned the stereo that loud, I would either ask you to turn it down or jump out. I don't really feel like getting a headache for rolling down the street, but cool for them. Ooh, we've got a little hold up in the sidewalk here. Sidewalk closed. Pedestrians, please use other sidewalk. There's a Korean restaurant and joke ball night market. I have not been there. That used to be a very popular spot to get your hair cut in the area. I think it was called House of Lords. Mr. Mountain Hiker is here. Hello, good evening. Uh-oh, did the stream freeze? One second, guys. I need to restart YouTube here. On my phone, it appears frozen. No, it's good. All the rock stars go there or get their hair done at the House of Lords. Maybe they used to once upon a time. Yeah, I'm monitoring the stream on this phone, and the thing was frozen there. But I will change the title of the stream. I'm going to take the word cold out of it. And we are at Charles Street. Oh, where Second Cup used to be is now Pearl Yorkville Chinese cuisine. There's the brass rail, sister of Zanzibar. Robert says, Johnny, thanks for the walks. It helps when I am home sick from your old home. You're very welcome. Thank you for watching. Anyone remember the St. Charles Bar? I do not remember it, but I have walked by where it used to be several times. Number 29 at Ginger. That Ginger has fallen off my list of cheap eats in Toronto. It is now pretty much in line with all the other Vietnamese restaurants. Greetings, JK. Speaking of which, there's someone in my fantasy league. All right, my team has won, as long as Josh Allen doesn't screw this up. Nothing like pulling out a big victory when half of your players are injured or on bye and you pick up a bunch of random freebies off the waiver wire. Jordan Reed and Odell Beckham Jr., I owe you my gratitude. You cost me nothing and you saved my week. And we are at Bloor Street. Let's look in towards Yorkville. Lisa says all the time Josh Allen. Hey, it's not always all about Josh Allen. I like to give Christian McCaffrey his due as well. Bill's still losing. That's the beauty of fantasy, because in my heart, they are winning. Yeah, I'm sad to hear that. There is one Bloor East, and since we're all the way up at Yonge and Bloor, I might as well keep moving. The stream hasn't run its full course yet. And we're at 619 viewers. So now we are north of downtown, an area I have streamed many times, just north of Yonge and Bloor. Jack Astor's is pretty busy. Do I still go to Rudy? Honestly, I have not. I've had Rudy once since Alouette opened up. Alouette has been a very regular appearance on my dinner table, I guess you could say. How much do you get paid from Google AdSense? Says Peter Jackson. There are some questions I'm just not going to answer. Sorry about that. I know, if you're curious, I think one of the flight channels I watched just did a how much does an aviation YouTuber make. I think Noel Phillips just did that video. But a lot of what you make is tied to your viewer demographic. And of course your retention figures are important, length of video. So you really can't even compare between two channels unless they're very, very similar. And you'll notice things have quieted down quite a bit since we got north of Yonge and Bloor. Omar says, like IKEA hot dogs. Slap, so do Costco poutine. I'm a fan of the IKEA hot dog, but I have not tried the Costco ones. When you live alone in a bachelor apartment in Midtown and you don't have a car, Costco just does not make any sense. If I ever have the need for 4 liters of mayonnaise, maybe I'll consider a membership. Manny Explores is here. Long time no see. Manny Explores. Hope New York City is treating you well. And kudos to this taxi driver for doing the right thing and not going into the bike lane to pick up a paying customer. I salute you. Seriously, that is the right thing to do. And it is very rare that you see taxis or Ubers or Lyfts do that. All right, I'm just going to put my phone down for a second here, or my camera down. I just need to check something. I'll be back in a second. Does Costco have hot dogs, says Gertej? I think so. All right, we're gonna wait for this light cycle and then I'll pick the camera up and we'll get moving. Wayne says, yes, Costco hot dogs are good. Arch says they're yummy. You give me credit for walking and talking and filming. Rocky Rambo, $2. Thanks for your stream and hello all my friends. Rocky Rambo, thank you for your $2. You're very welcome for the stream and hello to everyone out there. There's a lot of very friendly people out in Chatland. Honk, honk. So we're getting into Midtown territory. Dopey Tripod says so close to 300 likes. Yeah, maybe I need to stream late on Mondays a little more often. We've got about 100 more viewers than usual. And he says, I'm about to hit 100K. Thank you. Love and Joy says your haircut suits you. You're naturally good looking and the haircut makes you look younger. Thank you. Ian McKenna, $2. Keep streaming. Ian McKenna. I think I'll do just that. Thank you for the $2. I'm enjoying this streaming rig the way I have it set up. It's quite comfortable. I guess this video now is kind of resembling the one I posted on the channel this morning. It's kind of a quiet night. Familiar territory, walking north up Yonge. I've got a video planned I want to record in North York tomorrow. I might make that a 2-for-1 or even a 3-for-1. I might do 2 videos and then another live stream after it. We'll see how I feel. Getting those steps in. All right, let's keep moving here. Goat says, hey Johnny, nice to see you in my area today. You saw me on the subway a few weeks ago, but didn't want to bother me. You're always welcome to say hi. Sometimes it happens where I'm sitting there and someone else is looking at me and I'm like, what, do I have like ketchup on my face? What's going on? And I realize like, oh, they might just be sitting there thinking, is that guy who walks around talking to himself? Holding a camera on a stick? And I realized, yeah, they think I'm crazy. Basil Johnston Terrace. So that is a big park with a skating rink, 2 skating rinks. One is within like boards and like a hockey setup, and the other will be an outdoor one right next to it. Well, they're both outdoors, but you get the idea. Yusuki says, good evening, Johnny. I'm always enjoying your videos. Thank you. There's Rosedale Station. What is the CN Tower? It's a good question. Weed smells way better than cigarettes, though. Scott says, enjoy your videos. They make me nostalgic. You're welcome. Hey, people on the sidewalk. There's something we haven't seen in a while. How are they not cold? How are you not cold? She's just like wearing her dress out. Maybe it's not that cold. You're welcome, Estelle. Trusty moderator, rocking the wrench, and channel membership. Any Raptors fans? Just one after the fourth biggest comeback in franchise history. True story. I bought my parents tickets to see the Raptors one year for Christmas. And they had never been to a game before. They'd never been to the ACC before, as it was known back then. And they came home in the third quarter after the Raptors were getting pummeled. This is in like the early 2000s. Only for the Raptors to pull off the biggest comeback in franchise history. So I guess they left when everyone else started leaving. I guess the moral of the story is if I buy you sports tickets, you stay to that final buzzer. Guru says, where am I walking now? I guess I'm walking home. I don't know. That's a hell of a long walk from here. But we've got the battery life. It's only 10:25. Yeah, I caught a glimpse of the game. I walked by a sports bar on my way out and they were getting killed. This is McPherson Avenue here. The Standing Bear, $10. Johnny, the rat is back as the Standing Bear, the rat who played Danganronpa. Did I remember that? Greetings from Florida, a balmy 65 degrees. I don't know what 65 degrees is. Speak the Queen's English, please. Just kidding, but thank you so much. Good to see you back. Thank you for the $10. The Standing Bear. I never did make it to Florida yet, but thank you, the Standing Bear. I got a funny story about Florida. But there was someone who used to watch this channel a lot. And one time Action Kid was in Florida and he got into like an Uber. And the driver didn't know who Action Kid was, but Action Kid was talking about YouTube. He's like, oh, I watched this guy, Johnny Strides. And that was his Uber driver. That sounds like a drunken convo going on over there. Guess that's to be expected at this hour. Thank you again, the Standing Bear. Matt Rose says 18 degrees Celsius. That's not that much warmer than this. There's the Summerhill LCBO. You know, something about my backpack is really annoying me. Oh, there's like a couple making out across the street. I'm just gonna put the camera down for a sec. Some of my zippers are like clanging about. Every step I make, I hear that clink. Lisa says, as I sniffle, indeed. I am wearing the Vivo barefoot shoes tonight. So this is basically the sensation you get when you walk in like socks on the sidewalk. A stream so soothing you could fall asleep to it. This is not. There's the Summerhill LCBO across the street. The fanciest LCBO in the province. Well, you could just say the universe for that matter, since the LCBO doesn't really exist outside of the province. As we get moving along, head north up the west side. Getting our steps in tonight. So if you're in the Summerhill area and you're looking for a cafe, look no further than this place, Boxcar Social. It is fantastic. And it is actually located in the entire building. They have upstairs rooms at the front and the back. Downstairs, they've got some pretty good pastries. I filmed, let me fix the gimbal here. I filmed a video looking out the window there for the background of the Johnny Stumble stream. That gets my vote for definitely a top 3 cafe in the city, in my opinion. It's got an interesting history to it. They've also got another location. Are there any 24/7 restaurants? Yeah. We might be walking by some. But they are few and far between these days. I feel like there used to be more of them. And there's always like 24/7 fast food places. Thank you for not having foot gloves, says Aaron. Hey, there's nothing wrong with foot gloves. Like the Vibram 5-finger shoes. Lisa says they have 4 locations. I knew they had more than one. But that one in particular, I think, is the OG. All right, I didn't think we needed to hear that word on the stream. We're making our way up towards Yonge and St. Clair. These streets are dead quiet. Joy says, I'm usually asleep by now. I'm sorry if I'm keeping you up. It's really interesting how busy Yonge Street was downtown, and up here in Midtown, it is just crickets. It will liven up a bit once we get north, or right around Yonge and St. Clair, and then again north of Yonge and Davisville. Dominoes. Dominoes. Lisa says, the last time you were around here, you were not sober? He's jaywalking. Give that man a ticket. Hey Johnny, I'm watching your videos since 2019 to prepare for my semester abroad and to stay close to Toronto afterwards. Thank you for everything. You're planning to move to Toronto next year from Germany. Phil, thanks for the kind words, and I hope everything works out well for you. I have a cousin who lives in Germany. Lisa says, nice part of town, quite the long walk. Today you might be tired, tomorrow no. If I keep it under like 25K steps, I'll be fine. And really today, I think I'm gonna be under 20 maybe, or somewhere around there. And these shoes I'm wearing make it extra easy to walk the long distance. Once you start walking more on the pads of your feet than your heels, I think everything just starts to click. And you can just kind of go forever. Jelly bean, $5. Thank you, Jelly bean. Thank you so much for the $5, Jelly bean. Uh-oh, has my... All right, we are now using the audio built in. Let me switch over here. My battery pack has died. How was that? Got the audio back in check. Lisa says, still sounds like me. Yeah, but there's a problem with this camera where when you use the internal mics and you live stream, it crackles like crazy. So I have to plug this external mic into it. H. Hustle says, we're fine here. Thanks for confirming. We'll see if we can spot any places that are still open to get food up ahead. Hero Burger's closed. There's a place that's open, it looks like. Lisa says, I'm quick. You're just going to say the audio is fuzzy. I was waiting for that moment to happen. No, yeah, the Rooster is open. It might be open till midnight. And I think there's always like ghost kitchens open as well. So if you go on Uber Eats, you might find something at these late hours. Have you met any celebrities, if there are any in Toronto during your walks? I saw Benedict Cumberbatch at TIFF once, I think. We saw one of the guys from Dragon's Den in front of the El Macombo once. Don't really know of any others. The Bagel House, Montreal Bagels, 24 hours. There we go. Pita Light Mediterranean Grill is still open. Found a 24-hour spot. Holy Chuck isn't open, and we have made it to Yonge and St. Clair. Jeanette, $15 for a late night snacky. Jeanette Morales, thank you so much for the late night snacky. It was very nice to meet you, was it 2 weeks ago? And not to put you on the spot, but you can find a video I did recently titled Walking with a Longtime Subscriber or something to that effect. And that featured Jeanette as our lovely co-host. Johnny, you must buy a slow cooker, put your dinner at before you go out and come back. Yeah, I have a slow cooker, and I pulled it out on one of my streams once. It had been so long since I used it, there was a collection of dead bugs inside of it. Oops, oopsie doopsie. Eat something on camera, Johnny? Buy something, says Van Gambler? No, I'm not a fan of eating on camera. All right, Wayne Cito says, good night, everyone. Thanks for dropping in, Wayne. Have a good night to yourself, sir. But sadly, that slow cooker, which I bought from Honest Ed's of all places, was a true story. There's a Loblaws. Johnny, are you cold? No, Ali from Iraq. I was cold like for the 2 seconds I was outside before this stream. I'm like, oh, it's so cold. So I put cold in the title. Now I'm out here, I'm like, what kind of baby would say this is cold? Oh yeah, me. We're about to go through a stretch of not a whole lot going on. And then we'll be at Yonge and Davisville. There's a Timmy's, a pizza. But that video I posted this morning was my first video where I wore the more wintry coat. Swiss Chalet, closed. All right, Lisa, have a good night. That was a Popeyes. And this is Yonge and Heath Street. I guess we're doing it. I guess we're walking all the way home at this rate. I really just planned on walking up to Yonge and Bloor. This will be my punishment for not streaming enough over the weekend. Jennifer Gala is here. Says hello, late stream. Hello, Jennifer Gala. Thanks for joining us for the most action-packed part of the stream as we walk along the deadest stretch of Yonge Street, at least until you get just north of Young Lawrence Village, down to York Mills, and then up to Willowdale. Hero Harmony 416. Happy Toronto Walk. Let's celebrate their first super on a live stream. Hero Harmony, thank you so much for dropping your first ever super chat on this live stream. Some of you may have noticed on Friday, I announced a live stream and I couldn't get it to start. I realized I had forgotten my microphone receiver, so I just quietly killed the stream and went home like a dummy. Oops. Pearl MD. That looks like the kind of place you go to get some Botox done. Pearl Rejuvenation, that definitely looks like the kind of place to do that. There's Mount Pleasant Cemetery across the street. Live on CJST Internet Radio. This is live on CJST Internet Radio. This is the Johnny Stride Show. Thank you for tuning in, everyone, as we go for another lovely walk north up Yonge Street. Remember when people on the radio actually used to talk like that? I'm gonna put on this fake radio voice, and you're gonna like it. Jellybean says only get Botox from an actual doctor. I actually have some unusual and unexpected insight on that. But there are doctors and then there are nurse injectors who typically work underneath a doctor who signs off on everything. Don't ask me how I know about that. And no, I have never had a needle put in my face for those purposes. Johnny, when will I convince you to tour the cemetery? Well, unfortunately, I can't tonight. Well, we could do that. No need to convince me. As I try to disguise my sniffle with the sound of the subway train roaring south. Dan says these type of doctors make tons from people's insecurities. Maybe, but at the same time, it's your body. If you have the money, if it's a approved legal procedure, who am I to say don't do it? SDA says I love Yorkdale Mall when I have money. Yorkdale Mall in particular is one where you kind of need some of the green stuff to do much shopping. Was the walk with Jeanette recorded live or in the video? You can't find it again. It's a pre-recorded video. You should see it under videos. All right, Whitby Dude, thanks for tuning in and have a good night. Riff says, I have amazing jeans, I don't need it. I don't know about that. Your Nation says Yorkdale used to be cheap once upon a time. I remember going there when there was like a PJ's Pets, and over by the subway entrance there was like a joke store where I once bought a whoopee cushion, or rather my grandfather bought me a whoopee cushion. That type of store in Yorkdale no longer exists. Effie goo, $4. Sorry if I got your name incorrectly, but so much, or thank you so much for the $4. Effie, thank you very much for the super chat. Much appreciated. Robin Joyce says, have a blessed night and an amazing day tomorrow. Thank you. Same to you. If I knew I was walking from Union all the way up here, maybe I wouldn't have dilly-dallied so much, walking through the Eaton Centre and wandering around the financial district. Hey, I saved $3 and something on transit, right? Jolly Bean said there used to be a good breakfast spot at Yorkdale. What's there now? There's a Joey. I think there's a Moxie's there, which is like a suburban kind of family restaurant. We'll take a look over the train yard in a second. Okay, see through the fence, there's some subway trains parked for the night. There's a pub, the Bull. Another one, Tamasha Indian Resto Bar. That place is usually pretty lively on weekends at night. And one of the few remaining Mr. Subs across the street. I think it says it's still open now. Claudia says I'm still live from Union Station to Midtown, with a little meander through the Eaton Centre and Financial District. I don't know, I just like streaming this way more than with the phone on the gimbal. There's the 28 Bayview South. That'll be making a right at Davisville Avenue and going all the way over to Bayview, and then I think heading south now to the Evergreen Brickworks. Shiv says their very first job was at Mr. Sub. This is Davisville Station on the left and the TTC headquarters. Hey, what's this poorly run transit system all about, eh? Favorite Canadian city except Toronto? I think we covered this topic today, but I would say Montreal. Yeah, it's not even close. Hey, there's a Burrito Boys that's open. And we are still maintaining over 500 viewers this late. Thank you. We might see some more later night streams from time to time. Cookie like an MVP. Sign up, buy a sub, get a free cookie. Here, Harmony says my vote is on Montreal too. Yeah, I don't really get this silly rivalry between Montreal and Toronto. I think it's really people in Quebec being insecure. People in Toronto don't really care. We acknowledge they have a cool city. All right, RJ Mackenzie. I think this one will probably be wrapped up in about 15-20 minutes. If you're wondering when it's going to end. And what shoes is JS wearing tonight? Asked Claudia. The Vivo Barefoots. Paranormal Witness Girl says, how long do you have to live in Toronto to be considered a Torontonian? I would say if you live here, you are one. Maybe it's more of a state of mind or not, but if someone moved here for a day and said they were, I wouldn't argue with them. That guy was pulling a Costanza. He was walking around with ski tags on his jacket. Do you like Tom Green? I was just talking about that with my friend. We used to watch Tom Green back in high school when he was on cable access. They would even play him on Channel 10 in Mississauga way back in the day. Freddy Got Fingered, known as one of the worst movies of all time, yet still worth a watch. I really don't know how else to describe it. There's St. Louis Bar and Grill on the left. Definitely one of the better outside patios. I can't wait to go back there next summer and eat outside. What's the score of the Bills and Broncos here? 15-15 with 8:48. Well, I might get to see a sliver of football tonight. There's Dave's Hot Chicken. They're still open. They're open till 11 p.m. All right, now I'm motivated to see if I can catch the last seconds of the football game on screen. There's mariachis. Next, did Five Doors North close down? Oh no, this was a really nice restaurant, Five Doors North. I had my birthday there once. And it is gone. Maybe they relocated. I'll have to look that up sometime. Dave's Hot Chicken is going to close in 2 minutes, and that is why you do not go in there now and order something. Or at least not something that's already prepared. I used to work in food. Don't go order food right before it closes. Chances are the person back there has already cleaned up most of the kitchen. They just want to go home, and you're like, give me some food. All right, we are nearing Yonge and Eglinton. Five Doors permanently closed, says Hero Harmony. I was not aware of that. I've not been there in a long time. We are almost at Yonge and Eglinton. Mia Brunch Bar, I went there once. Juicy Dumpling, Midtown must try, $3.99. All right. We are almost up at Yonge and Eglinton. This comment is literally used to live around here. Arjot says, I'm almost home. Yes, I did not think I would be making this walk tonight, but I definitely am appreciative for all the good folks that have come along with me for the trip. Northbound shuttle bus. Oh yeah, they're doing nightly closures at 11 p.m. I think. Hence this big parade of buses showing up. That bus says northbound on it. It's probably turning around. And Eglinton is on the left here, or rather Eglinton Station. I'm not sure where the weekend or the weeknight closure is between exactly, but I imagine they'd have blocked off one of the platforms at least. Thank you, Jeanette. RIP Candace Square cinemas. Indeed, I'm surprised they lasted so long, being so close to the ones at the Yonge and Eglinton Centre up here. But they did. There's a look up at the e-condos. All right, Brad Palmer. Thank you very much, Brad Palmer. Have yourself a good night. Best of luck with your channel. And we've made it to the intersection of Yonge and Eglinton, the constantly being reconfigured intersection. So we're just going to head north a few blocks here. These nice newly open wide sidewalks. So this last part mirrors the video that I posted on the channel this morning, actually. No, and he says, what a fantastic long stream tonight, courtesy of the DJI Osmo Pocket 3, which the battery extender is empty, but the camera itself has 84% battery life left. So as long as this stream has been, I can actually do this much longer. What are you doing, car? You have a red light. There's no turning right on reds. Why are you rolling forward? Some people do not deserve to have a driver's license. There's Rosencrown. And the worst thing is, when you're a pedestrian crossing, you try to make eye contact with someone like that just to make sure that they see you and they're not even looking. Here's Alouette Go on the left. Pollen, leaders in fertility care. It's an interesting business to open up. I haven't noticed that yet.
I have a question. Okay.
But thank you so much, everyone. I'm gonna sign off now. I'm gonna go home, make a cup of tea, maybe have a shower, get tomorrow's video edited and uploaded, because I haven't done that yet. Oops. But I want to thank everyone for tuning in. I want to thank our mods for their great work. Channel members, Patreon supporters, thank you. And everyone who sent support as a parade of empty shuttle buses come south. Very good use of resources there. But I want to thank you guys so much. I hope you have a good night. I don't know when I'll stream next. There's a chance I'll stream tomorrow, but I'm not entirely sure. I'm gonna waltz over into my home now. You're welcome, Jeanette, Sid, Claudia M, Gertej, Sheena, Jellybean, and everyone else. We're gonna end it. So, thank you so much. It is Shuttle Bus City over here.